Let us move on to the next problem from engineering mechanics. Problem set 2.1, solution 2.15. Before you do this, you must go through my previous video, that is where I discussed solution to 2.14. This is what I had discussed. This is what I had discussed in the previous video. This angle in this video, I had found out this angle to be 20.705 degree. Now let us move on to 2.15. Resolve the force P. The value of P was given, and P was given as in the previous problem 225 Newton. P was given as 225 Newton. Here was your piston, here was your crank pin, this was your connecting rod, and this was your crankshaft, right? As the piston was moving to this side, this crankshaft was rotating, right? Means the linear motion of the piston. As the piston was moving to this side, this is your connecting rod, this is your crank pin, here is your crankshaft. The piston moves forward, backward. The crankshaft moves in a circular motion. The linear motion of the piston was converted to circular motion, and at this position, the value of this force, this connecting rod, the force it is applying on the crank pin, it was given in the previous video. In this position, this connecting rod at the point A, the crank pin, it was applying a force P is equal to 225 Newton to this side along PD. P was given. And this theta I had calculated in the previous lesson as 20.705 degree. Now what is the problem? Now resolve this force P in problem 2.14, which I discussed in previous video, into two rectangular components. Means the angle between the two components is 90 degree. A radial component and a tangential component acting along the radius. This one. When you resolve this force P at the point A, one component is acting along the radius, along AO, and the second one perpendicular to it. And the second component, this component is perpendicular to this. Now we have to resolve this force along the radius and along the tangent, right? So now look at the diagram. This dotted line and this dotted line, they are parallel. And this is a transversal. This is a transversal. So this angle is 45. Therefore, from here to here is 45, alternate angle. This dotted line is parallel to this dotted line, and this is the transversal. So this angle is theta. Therefore, this is theta. So from here to here is theta. From here to here is 45. So the total, that is from this point, from this angle, is 45 plus theta. 45 plus theta. Now, so since I have to find the components of this force phi along the radius and along the tangent, and these two components, this component and this component have to be rectangular, means angle between them 90 degree. So here at this point, I draw x-axis and y-axis such that x-axis is along the tangential component and y-axis is along the radial component. Now taking this P force from A to D, which represents P amount of force, that is 225 Newton, taking this as the diagonal of a parallelogram using parallelogram law of vector addition, I draw a parallelogram like this. So from A to this point is the radial component, from A to this point is your tangential component, and this angle is 45 plus theta. I have redrawn the diagram for you for better understanding. Then it is very simple. So this is your y-axis. This is your y-axis. Same thing as this. This is your x-axis. That is same thing as your this axis, x-axis. This is your P force. This is your P amount of force, triple to 5 Newton. So this is your P force. The value is triple to 5 Newton as given in the book, and this angle is 45 plus theta, which I explained from here, because this dotted line and this dotted line are parallel. This is the transversal. So if this angle is theta, this angle is theta, and theta we have calculated in the previous video. Then this dotted line is parallel to this dotted line, and this y-axis is the transversal. This angle is given as 45, so this angle is 45 alternate. So the total angle, the angle between the P vector and this radial component is 45 plus theta. So that is what I have shown here. Now you can straightway put, so your radial component will be P times cos 45 plus theta, and this one, the component in front of angle, this one, that is same thing as this one, will be P times sin 45 plus theta. So your radial component is P times cos 45 plus theta, your tangential component is P times sin 45 plus theta. Theta we have calculated in the previous video, put the value of theta as 20.705 and put the value of P, that was triple to 5, and just using a scientific calculator, your radial component of the force P comes out to be 915.442 Newton, and your tangential component comes out to be 2028.670 Newton. Okay, thank you.